Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm Farah Yunita from Indraprastha Pagir University, and today's video is about studying in new environment. Do you know what is studying in new environment? As the pace of change in the 21st century continues to increase, the world is becoming more interconnected and complex, and knowledge economy is craving more innovation. In this environment, it is critical that we shift our focus from education to lifelong learning. Fortunately, the increasing availability of learning resources on the internet is coinciding with the growing importance of continual learning. And now we're going to a new context for learning. Perhaps most salient to any discussion about learning in 21st century is the fact that today's students are growing up digital. They have a new vernacular and learn in ways that are different from how I learned, and I would guess, and how you learn. How can we begin to take advantage of those differences and unleash in students a passion to learn and create? And then we need to keep in mind that today's students will not have fixed single careers. Instead, they are likely to follow a working trajectory that encompasses multiple careers, and as they progress, they want to be able to depend on what they learned in school a decade earlier. They will need to be able to gain new skills outside today's traditional educational institutions. And next, from a larger perspective, it is likely that the problems of the future will not be addressed by any one specialty. Rather, cross-disciplinary approaches that encompass multiple areas of expertise and ways of knowing will have become the norm. People will need to be able to work in such cross-disciplinary teams, and today's students will both compete against and cooperate with people from around the world to build and shape the global economy. One of the greatest challenges we face is how to encourage our institutions of higher learning to become learning institutions themselves. Types of learning environment. Think about the classrooms you experienced as a student. Make you remember sitting and listening as the teacher did most of the talking. Perhaps your tests were all rote memorization of the learned information, or maybe you kept a portfolio of your work that your teacher assessed with one-on-one feedback. Learning environments vary from classroom to classroom and context to context. And there are three types of learning environment, each with unique elements. Learning environment can be students or learner-centered, knowledge-centered, assessment-centered, and community-centered. And first is learner-centered. Learner-centered environments pay close attention to the needs of the students. Students bring culture, beliefs, attitudes, skills, and knowledge to the learning environments. A learner-centered teacher builds on the conceptual and cultural knowledge of students. The classroom is often involved in discussion where the students do much of talking and construct their own meaning based on prior knowledge and experiences. The teacher acts as a bridge between new learning and what students already know. And second is knowledge-centered environment. Knowledge-centered environment focuses on helping students learn information with deep understanding so students can use it in new situations and contexts. Teachers who believe in knowledge-centered classrooms believe rote memorization doesn't lead to true understanding and only helps students learn at the surface. Deep learning involves learning through problem solving. An example of this type of learning environment is on where the teacher directly teaches a concept, such as how to find area and perimeter. The teacher will then take this concept one step further, connecting this new knowledge to real-life scenario. Maybe the school needs 5 floors. The students will actually measure the area and perimeter of the classroom and the hallway using the measurements to calculate how multiple would to be ordered. This would give the understanding that their new math skills are used in real jobs, such as installing tile. Third is assessment-centered. Assessment-centered environment must also be assessment-centered, which stress the importance of feedback of learning. Students need opportunities to give feedback so they can revise their work. Assessment must match learning goals. Formative or classroom assessment used to improve teaching and learning is a constant source of feedback throughout the context of course. Examples include teachers' comments on work and quick check for understanding in the classroom. Summative or end of unit of course assessment measures what students have learned by the end of a period of learning activities. Examples include statewide assessment tests and teacher made end of unit exams. So guys, that's all about learning in your environment. Thank you for watching and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.